When we have resources that are abundant, we also have individuals who step up in ways that are very surprising to us. And the way we get individuals to step up is through performance management and through development. Leadership is on the loyalty side, management's on the efficiency side. Management drives efficiency, leadership drives loyalty, engagement, and all the good things that come with it. Why do I bring this up to start the presentation? We have gotten to a point where people feel as though they need to overmanage. We focus them on budgets and resources and counting beans and getting clear about how to produce the outcomes we need. And the reality is that when you are overmanaging, it is because you are under-leading. If you feel the need to overmanage in your organizations, it's because you're under-leading and your leaders are under-leading. Used to say, please do the management stuff, and if you get time, do some leadership stuff. And then we said, 50-50 would be nice. And now what I'm telling you is that we have got to move people away from management and into leadership to the point where we lead first and manage second always. Now, what do I mean by that? We need to address the person in front of us and their mindset first before we solve any issue that that person might have. So when someone comes to me with an issue, I lead first, I change their mindset in the way that they think about things, and then I manage second. I think when we get to the point as organizations where we completely separate out the role of leadership and leave management to computers, automated systems, and processes, we will be in a very nice place. Humans who are trying to manage are probably the most inefficient of all because they interfere with processes. We give them a best practice computer system and they want to modify it. We give them a great manufacturing process and they want to say, yeah, but except for this piece of it, we think we can do it better. Whole nother talk. But what I want you to know about is lead first, manage second. When someone comes to me and wants to tattle on another, and oh, by the way, how many of you really promote open door policies? Okay, I want you to stop it. Here's why. I talk to leaders and they go, well, I have an open door policy. People come to me with whatever they need. And I go, really? I go, has anyone ever come in to tattle on themselves? Do you have a lot of employees that come in and go, I was thinking, I'm really worried about my productivity, and I'm just concerned about my overall general attitude, and I really think that I'm impacting those around me, and I saw your door open, and I knew we could talk. What open doors promote is tattle-telling. People come in to tell you about the problems they have with other people and the problems they have with their circumstances. What we quit doing in the name of diversity is letting people think whatever they want to think and make sense of life however they want to make sense, in spite of the research that tells us that thinking like a victim never produces results. We've stopped telling people how to think, and there's very key ways that you need to think about personal accountability and results in order to get the outcomes we're looking for. So when someone comes to me and they want to tattle, I'll give you an example. I had a woman named Sue, she's an awesome employee, came to me, wanted to tattle that Tammy had been late every day for 2 weeks. And to make it worse, she had lied on her timesheet. The average manager would go hunt Tammy down, do an investigation, interview people, take everybody off, figure out the time that was stolen, figure out what they needed to do to reprimand Tammy, blah, blah, blah. Here's what I did. Sue, I said, you have a team member that's late every day for 2 weeks. I have just one question for you. What did you do to help her? Can you imagine what workplaces would be like if I was late and my team raced over and said, you know what, we all hate it when we're late and we just didn't want you to have the effect for the rest of the day, so we bought you Starbucks and we got your computer up and going and we think we have you completely set to have a better rest of the day. And she looked at me because she had been coached by me before and she goes, actually, I didn't do anything to help her, I just sat in judgment of her. And I said, well, let's take a look at this. Tammy potentially stole, 15 minutes a day for 10 days. You can do the math, salary, benefits, you guys know all that. My comp people would figure that out. You're my best employee, Sue. You're my top performer. Let's figure out what the cost of your crime was. And she had gotten 3 other people involved to watch for Tammy to come in to see and then check her timesheet, and then they all gossiped about it, and then they got other people involved, and then they had a special meeting to decide when to come to me, and they had called HR first, and HR suggested that they come talk to me and let me know about it. Her crime, $1,500. Plus the opportunity cost of what she wasn't producing, plus the cost of righteousness and one of my top employees who's supposed to be mentoring and modeling. Tammy's crime, was like $180. Sue's crime was about $1,500. Who needs to be taught? The person in front of you. Because what was least helpful was judging and not helping, not stealing from the organization. Shocking. This judgment piece is very expensive.